Testing 1, 2, 3. Perfect. What's up, Jake and Charlotte? Oh, it's probably my fan. Yeah, might be in the. Okay, there we go. My fan was on the high setting, so I turned it down a little bit. What's up, Lil Ja? How we doing? We'll be going through another 4 weeks in season 1. Got week 5 between the Seahawks and Cardinals. Week 6, Bears versus Lions. We'll have 2 week 7 games. As those games are tied, that will be the Bills and Lions, the Eagles and Rams. And then week 8 to wrap it up, Buccaneers and the 49ers. Bears Lions in week 6, Bucks and 49ers in week 8 will be the 2 watch games. What's up, Garrett? What's up, Aki? Aki, when are you going to be available for late night VC? That 2K game we had can't be the only late night VC fun we had. I mean, if you're available to go commentate with me, be my guest soon, Nicholas, soon. How soon is soon? Alright, well, we will start in the NFC West. 2 teams contending for the NFC West in a very competitive NFC West. Both teams are 3-1. 49ers are right alongside with some. We'll watch them later. And the Rams at 2-2. They're also a very talented team. So, we saw the Seahawks in the simcast last time, didn't we? I don't know. Garrett, you can go ahead and pick out your uniform. I'll pick out the Seahawks in simcast, and I can make it quickly. I think we wore those last time. What on earth? That doesn't look like a Riley jersey. Yeah, whatever. Alright, I'll go all white. Rivals, I think they get a rivalry jersey, don't they? Yeah, I think I'm wearing these, and then we can give the Seahawks something else to wear. And I don't think this is the Seahawks rivalry jersey. Did they even have one? I don't think I can wear this. It's white anyway. Here, I'll just give them. I'll give them the alternate classics because these are nice. You introducing Abdul Carter into the lineup. So, battle of 2-3-1 teams in the NFC West looking for supremacy in the division between these two. The Rams at 2-2 and the 49ers at 3-1. Looks like it's going to be a tight division race. Oh, so let's simcast. Let me just double check. Yeah, okay. So, slow first quarter, nothing happens. Oh yeah, the Cardinals are without JT. It's Chuba Hubbard's show. Cardinals had a touchdown. Cardinals had a second touchdown. Third touchdown. You have to spawn late. Good second quarter from Arizona. Seahawks. Look like they're driving. They get pushed back. Overshoot with a sack. So they cut to one possession. 8-point game. Ooh, that's a field goal for Arizona. Cardinals get the ball back. They only have 2 clocks. And that's the ball game. Arizona knocks off Seattle 24-13. Cardinals are 4-1. Jared Goff, 59%, 250 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. They're going to park you 211, 2 touchdowns. Gets the team a W. Oh, I can really run the ball and Hogan score. Actually, Henderson did good for his carries. Higgins leading receiver with 68 yards. Mitchell, Tesla, and Alan Lazard all the scores. 3 sacks allowed. Who had the big day? 2 for Stu. Israel Bakuma. Martu Mapu with the pick. Dealt it with a 4th and recovered it. That's way outgained Arizona, but it does not matter if you're not finding the end zone. So, just be sure there's nothing left I have to do. Doesn't look like it. Cross those fingers, pray to the EA gods, as we simulate starting with the Chargers. The Dolphins will knock out the Dolphins knock out the Chargers 34-24. This is a game I wanted to watch, but get the NFC West showdown instead. 3 touchdown passes for Hurts, 2 for Sanders. Touchdown for Chubb and Shador. 4 for 75 to the score for Holland, McBride, Goddard, and Chark all the scores, so did BTJ. One half for Hines, Allen, and Watt, Walker, and Bush, both for sacks as well. Dolphins and another big win. Gave the Chargers their first loss of the season. 49ers absolutely murdered the Chiefs, 37-14. So I feel like Ely was pretty good. Not as good as Caleb Williams, though. 327, 3 scores. Bucky Irvin with a score on the ground. When Barber was good. Marvin Harrison, 7 for 144 and 2 scores. 4 for 113 for Aston. 6 for 77 for Tay Felton. 2.5 for Nick Medina, 1 for Revel, 1 for Walker, 1 for Eldred. 2. Makuba and Byers both forced fumbles. Yeah, I didn't feel like the stats say this game was a lot closer than the actual final result. Colts knock out the Titans 24-20. Ariel Blackstone was fine, way better than this Cooper. 2 interceptions for Dylan Gabriel. Oh my god, 3 for 77 and a score for Colin Miller. Blackstone and Gabriel both with scores on the ground. Sampson and Tank Bigby was good on the ground, actually. Yeah, Bigby had 2, or Sampson had 2 scores on the ground as well. Jason Kirk, 7 for 89. One after Alex Highsmith. One for Colts, they're up to 4-1. Commies lose to Rams. They fall 2-3. Rams up to 3-2. Pocus 252, 2 scores. Outperforms his rookie classmate Roman Tejada. Oh, that's less than 50%. Yes, that's not good. 19 for 105 for Barkley. 9 for 122 in a score for Ronde Gatson. Ronde Gratson, yeah. Corlin Sutton and Jalen Wild both for scores as well. 2 sacks for Garrett and Hutch, 1 for Nealon and 1 for Anderson. Monty Hooker with a pick. And the Rams move to 3-2 on the year. Cowboys dropping another 1. The undefeated team beats the winless team 45-26. Texans 5 touchdown passes for Bryce Young, 369 yards. 3 touchdowns, nearly 300 yards from Mahomes. It was not enough. 8 for 152 and 2 scores for Terry. 4 for 129 and a score for Monroe St. Brown. Hall, Hollywood Moore, JSN, and Kenneth Walker all the scores in the air as well. 1.5 for Carter, 1.5 for Judon, 1 for White, 1 for Rook. 1 for Robert Spillane, 1 pick for Robert Spillane. Dolphins 1. They're now 4-1 here, heading into their game against San Francisco. Eagles dropped to 2-3, 24-14 win for the Steelers, who improved to 3-2. 3 touchdowns for Baker, outperforming Lamar. Josh Jacobs has scored on the ground. Artis, Not, Finn, and Knox all the scores. 1.5 sacks for Brian Burns, 1 for Metabuike. Falcons knocked out the Lions 21-20. Josh Allen 3 scores. Jane Daniels 2 scores. Ten for 123 from Marvin Mims. Vaughn Benson had a score. Johnson had a score. Lambert Smith with a score. Strange with a score. Tariq has scored for the air. 3.5 sacks for Colin Oliver. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why they won. Parsons had a sack on the. Micah Parsons had a sack as well. The win for Atlanta, they improved to 3-2. 49ers won. Giants was another one. They get murdered by Giants 35-14. It's Drew saying is I have some great news for you. 4 scores for Cam Ward, 1 for Anthony Richardson. I have some wonderful news for you after we get done with these scores. 8 for 154 and 3 scores for Luther Burden. You got Luther Burden on your fantasy team. 11 for 118 for Loveland, 1 score for Beauty. They missed something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's hurt. That's what you miss. I'm not sure for how much longer, but I do know that he's hurt. I tried telling you the depth chart thing, but you apparently you don't listen. Jaguars knock out the Jets 31-23. Good one for Jacksonville. 2 scores for C.J. Stroud, 2 for Joe Burr. Etienne, 2 scores on the ground. Half for sacks for Josh Sweat, 1 for Dexter, 1 for Luvu. Did you see Horn with a pick? Didn't do it, Branch. It did, and then I posted a second message after you posted yours. And you didn't listen. Packers lose to the Panthers 16-14. Good one for Carol. Oh, God, this is dreadful. 4.1 yards per attempt? What are we doing here? I mean, Fox wasn't that good either. Ugly football being played. At least Monte ate. Can we send this to the Lions offensive coordinator, please? Can we get him the ball some more? I traded him for my fantasy team to be my second running back. After Skybu got hurt, I would like for him to get the ball. Sacks a lot. Who had a big day? No one in particular. Landry, Sanders, Bosa, Wanham, and Jack Sawyer. Captain Jack, all the picks. Sacks. Castle Benford at the picks. Panthers won. Patriots lose to Bills 28-17. 2 scores, 2 picks for Jordan Love. Donald 1-1. Cowan and Connor had scores on the ground for Buffalo. 6 for 100 for Rashid Shaheed. Alder, Warner, Max, all with picks. The Bills, 3-3-2 on the year. Patriots fall 0-5. Raiders knock out the Broncos 31-22. 4 touchdown scores. Justin Herbert, 326 yards. 3 scores for Tucker Timmons. Both QBs are great. This for 110 for Tank Dell, 691, and a score for Pittman. Tank Dell had 2. McMillan adds Delgado and Dakota Pickles. All the scores in the air. 3.5 sacks for Joey Bosa. What year is it? 2 for Vita Vea, 1.5 for Ed Oliver. Richard Williams, Derek Stingley with picks. Raiders 2-3 now in the year. Right? Yeah, 2-3 in the year. Rams won. Ravens knock out the Bengals. 3 straight for Baltimore. 1 touchdown, 2 picks for Michael Penix. He was a little bit better than Vic May. 2 scores for Ferguson on the ground. 797 for Jordan Winnington. Rory Pickens, Hampton, all the scores. Sacks allowed. Who had a big day? 2 for JTT, Buckeye legend. Pete Warner, another Buckeye legend, 1. Crosby and Chin also had 1. Chin, Drew Phillips, Big Bishop, and Willie Gay, all with picks. Saints lose again, 34-24 to the Saints. No, Vikings beat the Saints 34-24. 309, 3 touchdowns for Tua. 269, 2 scores in the pick for Dak. Achan and Robinson with scores. 948 and 2 scores for Drew Myers. 8 for 125 and 2 scores for CD Lamb. 1 for Jack Beck. Two sacks for Mike Dana. Latu with 1.5. Jalen Phillips with 1. Kenneth Murray with a pick. Vikings. Get another one. Seahawks lost. Steelers won. Texans knock out the Cowboys. 45 point. No. Never mind. No. We saw that game. Titans lost. Vikings won. Bears won. Bengals lost. Bills won. Broncos lost. Browns lose to Buccaneers 38-24, 38-28. Joseph Harris's first ever start, a little bit of everything. 340 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. 201, 3 scores for Bo Nix. Dijon, 2 scores. Brandon Allen, 2 scores. 144 for Nakua. Matthew Golden, Kendrick Bourne, Daniel Coker. Lindsay Flowers, all with scores. That was the only captain Zay Flowers. What happened to him? Here's Stewart, Tier Tart, Watermelon, Sacks, Arnold, Melton, and Sauce with the picks. And I'll bring us back to the Cardinals. Players of the week: Cam Ward, Bryce Young, Joey Bosa, and Jamin Shearwood. All with it. And also, just to be sure, yep, broken ribs out for 2 more weeks. When did he suffer this? Week 3 against Green Bay. It's also, he only had the 1 catch. He might have just been shut down right now on. And the rider torn labor off 3 weeks. Okay, we can't go through. We'll go through injuries at the end. Anyway, that will bring us to our Week 6 game. Battle of 2 NFC North rivals. I wish Hockey was here with me to co-commentate, but he's a chicken. He doesn't want to be here. When Cam Ward gives him that belt. Anyway, I see both of you in chat. Not picking out uniforms. I'm going to open up a drink. Ultimate Classic. Okay, we're rocking with the Stripes for Chicago and then the regular one. Vanilla Aki over here, just like his team's offensive coordinator, Vanilla. They do have all the X Factors in this game. Joe Mixon's an X Factor? Good for him. Parsons, Jane Daniels, Joe Mixon wearing 37. Ew. Matt Milano. And then you got Travis Hunter, Kerry Joseph, Brandon Oliver, Cam Kitchens, Kevin Winston. Almost traded to New York. And Hunter, Genty, and Burden. So, here in Detroit, it's Parsons and the crew. Bears 4-1. These two teams met a few weeks ago. Lions won that one at Soldier Field. So they're looking to get another one here at home. Get the tiebreaker over a team who looks to be competing in the NFC North. However, the Bears win there. A Bears win here would give them some breathing room in the NFC North. So I know it's only week 6, but big games for the division and the playoffs. As Chicago starts with the ball, we'll take it up to the 25-yard line. Out comes Cameron Ward. Action Genty, Keyshawn Booty. The rider not here, unfortunately. Out for a few more weeks with that labor Ashton Genty, first play, shut down. Slovakia Dennis in the backfield. It would be a little funny if Aki Lions go 0-2 today. Yeah, I got the last scrimmage. Ward under pressure and sack. Ran this guy into the